Alright, it's been a while since I turned on my camera and did a video and labeled it extra for no reason, but I have a story in my head that I want to share. I'm sure I've told you this story. It's not the greatest story, and in fact, I can look at it now and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It was my first year at Murray Wright High School, and I had to take a typing class. And it's the weirdest thing because I never learned how to type like professionally, but you know how it is when you get used to typing, so you know I can type now and not even look, which is funny. But so I had this typing class, but then before my typing class was like my lunch period. So sometimes I would go into the typing class during my lunch period because it was completely empty. And I would go around to every typewriter and put a sheet of paper into the typewriter, and I would write something like, "The typewriter bandit was here."
Oh my god.
And then I would come into class and I'd be like, "Whoa, guys, who's this typewriter bandit?" It's like,
did they know it was you?
Nobody thought it was funny. Nobody wanted to investigate. Nobody cared.
They just take the paper, throw it away.
But yes, but to me it was hilarious. It was the greatest prank ever fucking pulled. It's like everybody's...
No. The greatest prank ever pulled was Dick Bandit.
The Dick Bandit?
Who drew the dicks?
Oh, fuck that. Who drew the dicks? Fuck that. I hate... No. To me, it was this magnificent prank. And it was baffling. Like, teachers were staying up at night trying to figure out who it was, wasting paper. And it's like I was just convinced that I was like this infamous criminal, and people were trying to figure out who the typewriter bandit was. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Outside of me bringing it up to people, nobody talked about it. It wasn't a thing at all. I just wanted to share that for some reason. I was thinking about it. We were talking about the wet bandits from Home Alone, and it made me think about the typewriter bandit. Like, it's bandit? It's not like I was stealing typewriters. It's like, who's coming in here wasting their own personal time writing on one sheet of paper on every typewriter? That's how I'm showing my age. There were typewriters in school. Okay? In my first year of high school, I had a typewriter. Okay? Look, if you really want to get funny, hey, between me and you, I robbed a company blind working for him. Won't say the name of the company. Made all kind of money doing illegal shit there. I'm not proud of it. I was young and stupid and didn't realize that embezzlement was a felony that would have came with like 20 years. And if I had known it, I probably wouldn't. But one of the major purchases I got for myself was a word processor. You know, I wanted to be able to write stories not in notebooks. So it's like, I'll get a word processor. And that way, if I make a mistake on the thing, I don't have to worry about getting the white out and scratching it out. Oh. I'll just hit backspace and I could save it on a disc. Oh, you know? And then, it wasn't quite a floppy. It was the little plastic ones. It was orange, I believe. You know, they came in different colors. It was like 3.4 megabytes on it. I mean, it was
before floppy disk?
It was after floppy disk, but before CDs.
I don't remember that weird transition.
It was a plastic disc. It had a little metal piece on the front.
That was a floppy disk.
No. You see, now you showing your age because a floppy disk is a floppy disk.
Okay, what's the name of it?
It was a floppy disk is a big ass black, and it's a big square. It looked like it's about the size of a piece of bread, and it's got a circle in the middle.
Yeah.
No, that's a floppy disk.
What's the name of your thing?
It was just a disc, but I don't remember.
After floppy disk.
Well, I'm really showing my age here with this disc, and especially with the typewriter thing. But
a floppy diskette?
Diskette? I don't know. Get a picture. See, that's a floppy disk. Yeah. After that,
it had the little metal thing.
No, it didn't. No metal things on that one. Hit images. That one.
That is a floppy disk.
No, not that one. Look. That's a disc.
This one here?
That's a disc.
This is a floppy disk.
Bullshit. This is a floppy disk.
I've never seen this in my life. What is that?
That's an actual floppy disk.
Is a floppy disk.
That's not a floppy disk. I promise you.
Disk.
That's
It even says Parts of a floppy disk.
Okay, look. All right, look. This is a disc. Okay,
Look,
I don't give a shit what it says.
Parts of a floppy disk.
I don't care what that says.
It's a floppy.
That's a disc.
That's what I grew up on.
A floppy disk.
It's a 3.5 floppy disk.
It was the shit you put. Now show me the other one. That was the shit that you would put in your Commodore 64.
Fact, I'm just gonna type in floppy disk and see what comes up.
Please do.
Because Google doesn't lie.
Google don't lie, but it's like, come on now. See, look at that. Look at that big ass.
This is a floppy disk.
That's not a floppy. The one next to it is a floppy disk. Click on that one. That's a floppy. Matter of fact, back up. The first picture at the top. That's the difference between a floppy disk and the disk you talking about.
Nigga, this is a floppy disk.
That's not a floppy.
It is a floppy disk.
Look, we so tacky. Look at that. That first one is a floppy disk. Though the second one is a floppy disk. That third one is just a disk.
The blue one is a floppy disk.
It's not floppy. It was literally called a floppy disk because if you did like this one, it flopped. That's a hard plastic one. If you did that, nothing would happen.
So what is that one called?
I have no idea. But
how convenient.
That's a floppy disk. It even says floppy.
Oh my gosh. What if it's a different size floppy disk?
Okay, it's a different size floppy disk, but the people called it floppy. That was because the big floppy disk used to be a floppy disk. So people just said, oh, that's also a floppy disk.
Saying, oh, the PS4 isn't a real PlayStation. The real PlayStation is a PlayStation.
No.
It's just a different generation.
Oh, whatever.